Vous citez également dans vos livres une sorte de filiation entre Kinsey et Darwin. En somme, nous serions tous des bonobos pansexuels, sauf que Kinsey ne précise jamais que la sexualité chez les bonobos est un instrument de pouvoir et de soumission. Et l'on voit donc deux conceptions de l'être humain qui s'affrontent, soit c'est une bête de sexe, soit c'est un être d'esprit. Et dans la mythologie grecque, le pansexualisme renvoyait aussi au démembrement, à la psychose, au cannibalisme, confère Dionysos. C'est une pente glissante très dangereuse pour notre civilisation humaine, à mon sens, qui s'est toujours structurée autour des interdits de l'inceste et ses dérivés, on ne touche pas aux enfants, et du meurtre et ses dérivés. Il est interdit d'effracter psychiquement un enfant, de le traumatiser. Que pensez-vous de tout cela?
I know she said something about Darwin. Okay. Let's go back to Darwin and Kinsey. Kinsey wrote his thesis on Darwin. All right. Then Hefner wrote his thesis on Kinsey. I love that, you know. The continuation. Huh? You hear that? Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, but Kinsey, of course, really didn't agree totally with Darwin because he believed that we're no different than insects. Darwin gave us, you know, thought the ape or the chimpanzee were closely, but Kinsey argued. He said, I think I'm quoting it accurately, measuring the sexuality of human beings is, quote, no different than measuring the wingspan of an insect, end quote. Okay, that's your expert who's taught the world about human sexuality. It's no different than measuring the wingspan of an insect. Okay, well, fine. So from there, yes, you know, we were, look, we're spiritual beings. We are spiritual. When we move away from the soul and the spirit, and I haven't been a religious person. I mean, I wasn't raised a religious person, but that's obvious. When we lose that capacity to recognize the needs of our souls, and when we become fragmented, mentally fragmented, spiritually fragmented, we lose our humanity.
Right. It's all about psyche, fragmentation, and trauma.
Yeah. And absolutely, the trauma is the issue. Those are the insults to the human brain, mind, memory, body. Yeah, and the society cannot withstand that, you know, when it's en masse. And that's what's happening through the schools and through the television now, not television, the internet. I keep using old terminology, television. What was that? Yeah. Through the internet, this kind of violence that we saw, that we say is described in the investigating YouTube thing, the Disney violence, the Disney assault on billions of children. My God, it's because these children, no, not billions, I guess trillions, but they view this stuff time and time again. You know, they go back and they view what's on that video. They can do that, and it looks to their parents that they're watching a Disney, you know, something, and they view those things, and viewing that over and over and over again, you know, Elsa and I think it was Spider-Man buried up to their necks, and the Joker coming and defecating all over them, you know, all over them. A young lady taking off her clothes to seduce Spider-Man, all these things to your heroes and your heroines. This absolutely spawns imitative behavior. Mirror neurons, what we know about the mirror neurons. What we know about the mirror neurons tells us that what's going on in the classroom, sexualizing children in the classroom is transferred from one child to another. Sitting in that classroom when the teacher is talking about sexual things, when they're reading, and the books that they get, my gosh, the books that are designed to sexualize the children as well, you know, novels and so on, denied their real history, denied actually the meaning of education, yeah, which would give them honest history, which would give them geography, which would give them critical thinking, which would expose them to plays that are worthwhile. Even Shakespeare has been taken over by these guys and done, you know, done in drag and that kind of thing. But meaning changing the meaning of everything. So this was not the reason for actual education, public education. It was to educate children and educate them with reality, which is real history and real biology, real psychology. I don't know about psychology, but anyway, so those are my thoughts.
I think you can measure the lack of real education by the gross income generated by revenues generated by the Marvel studios, you know, with all those superhero movies,
yeah,
in tights with superpowers and so forth. And I think it's over 10 or 11 billion dollars in the Marvel studios. It's just crazy, you know. So
yeah, well, I mean, I wonder the real impact is when those heroes get translated into the internet, obscene internet people that are doing dastardly things to Elsa and to these other, and to her sister and so on. Yeah. Those heroes, those Marvel heroes on the big screen, transposed into the dastardly, horrible people in the internet Disney material. That's where the children will be corrupted totally.
Mm-hmm.